Hi Flosstube, this is Nancy, Quilting Stitcher. Today is August 27th, 2018, and I believe this is Flosstube number 27. I have notes right here, so if I look down, that's what I'm doing, is looking at my notes. I would like to welcome you to my channel. If you are a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. I appreciate you subscribing and watching. For all my old subscribers, thank you for coming back and continuing to watch me. I really appreciate it. So mostly the main reason for this video is I wanted to jump on here really quick and announce the winners of the drawing that I said I was doing for my last video. And that was going to actually be my only intentions. I was not going to show anything, but I decided if I'm going to sit down and do a video, I might as well show you what I've been working on. But this is going to be kind of quick. I have a doctor's appointment that's in a town about 45 minutes away, so I'm gonna have to leave here in a little bit to get there in time. So, and I want to stop at Joann's and get some fabric, some fall fabric for something I am making. So I need to make this quick. I have been working, I'm going to show you what I finished, and I don't have a whole lot that I finished. I have been doing quite a bit of stitching, but I worked on a gift for a coworker who is getting married on Saturday, and I thought, oh good, I can show that because I'm done. And then I remembered it's at the framers. I'm actually framing it myself. I bought a frame for it, but I have a lady who, she does framing, but she also she cuts my mats for me, and she's very, very reasonably priced. So I always just take my pieces into her, and she'll, along with the frame that I choose, and then she cuts my mats. So I can't show you, but I'll tell you what it is. It is Bent Creek's Wedding Row. And so anyway, sorry I don't have that to show. When I get it back and I get it all framed, I will put a picture on Instagram. So if you want to check out my Instagram page in a couple of days, you will see it on there. Okay, so that was kind of an exclusive stitch until I got it done. It didn't take me very long. It took me less than a week to do it. But so that's mostly what I've been working on, so I don't have a whole lot of other stuff to show. Last week, was it last week? Yeah. Last week was Fair Week here for our county fair. I don't ever go to the state fairs. I know there's an Eastern Idaho State Fair and a Western Idaho State Fair. I'm not sure those are exactly what they're called, but one is about an hour or so to the east of us, and the other one is in Boise, which is about 2.5 hours to the west of us. So we don't usually go to them. I know the Eastern Idaho one is this coming weekend, or might be this week. But so anyway, we have a county fair though, and they've changed how they do the entry there. Last year I was going to enter a couple of quilts, and I called them because it used to be you would just go down on the day that they're accepting entries and you enter whatever you want to enter. Well, last year I called to find out what day that was, and they says, oh, well, you had to have pre-registered back in July. So I didn't get an entry in my quilts. And I think a lot of people had the same thing, that they showed up to enter their stuff and they were told they couldn't enter because they had to go online and pre-register. Because last year the entry for in the open, the open crafts for quilts and cross stitch and just crafts in general there was hardly any. Anyway, so this year my summer kind of got away from me, and we were on vacation, and that, because you have to do this like the first part of July, and we were on vacation, and by the time I got back and thought about it, it was too late to do any entry. So I didn't get to enter anything this year. So I put it on my calendar so next year I can enter stuff. I'm going to enter, I have a quilt the quilt that I showed in my last video that I am working on. In fact, I'll show you, I've kind of started on it. I want to enter that next year in the fair. Anyway, that being said, there were 2 cross-stitch pieces in our fair, which really isn't unusual because there usually is not. There's maybe a handful. There's maybe half a dozen cross stitch that's ever entered, and I don't enter mine in the fair because, for one, I don't think there's a category for cross stitch. I think it's just I don't know if it's just all needlework, or I'm not sure, but I don't think there's a specific category for it, and that's something I am going to look into. But the second reason, and the main reason that I don't enter cross stitch in the fair, is because when I enter something in the fair, I want it to be judged, and I want it to be judged fairly, not just because I'm the only person entering something in the fair. So I have never really entered anything because I've tried finding people in my area that cross stitch, and there really is, I don't think anybody. I've put messages out on different Facebook groups, and no one ever has responded. So I don't think cross stitch is a thing in my area. Just what I'm thinking. Anyway, so long story short, there was 2 pieces of cross stitch. They were beautiful, and they were full coverage pieces, but there was 2. And so I just have a really hard time entering if there's not going to be any competition, because like I said, I want to be judged fairly, and on my skill set, and I don't want to just win a ribbon because I'm the only person that entered. Anyway, so that was fair. It has been so smoky in our area, and our quality of air has been really, really, really bad. And so they have been actually for about the last week telling people to stay indoors and not go out. There was a couple of high school football games that have been canceled. That was canceled over the weekend, and some little league football games that were canceled because the air quality was so bad. And I think some people said that Saturday wasn't our worst day, but I say it was, because I was working and I had to run out into the parking lot because someone had forgot some of their groceries. And I just couldn't believe how the smoke had settled in just in the few hours I had been at work. Anyway, but now it is finally clearing up. They said today that our air quality is back to normal, so which is good. I know it has affected me. I don't really, I don't suffer from breathing problems or anything like that, but I do know that when it was really bad, my voice had kind of gone. It was really scratchy. But today it is 64 degrees. It's kind of chilly out there today, and the wind has blown, and it looks like it's trying to rain. It's kind of sprinkled off and on. Last night when I went to bed really late because I didn't have to work today, and so it was probably about midnight, 12:30. I could hear the rain hitting the house, so I know it did rain last night. And today it's just been kind of partly cloudy, partly sunny, and we've had some sprinkles. So I think fall is coming. I know the last couple of days when I've got up and gone to work that it's been kind of chilly in the mornings. So anyway, what else? What else is my life updates? I am doing a staycation. I have another week of vacation left from work, and I decided to take a staycation, and I'm just going to stay home. I think the reason I'm going to the doctor is for my thyroid. I've already been to the endocrinologist, and now I'm meeting with a radiologist today because I think I'm going to do radioactive iodine to kill my thyroid, because I've been having some really bad issues with my thyroid for the past 3 years, and they're just not getting better. And so the endocrinologist, he gave me 2 options. He says surgery, they can take out my thyroid, or they can do the radioactive iodine. And because I don't feel like going in and having surgery, I'm going to do the iodine. But they did say that I'm going to have to not be in close proximity with people for a few days. So I am going today to do the consultation and hopefully have it done at the end of the week, because I figured if I do it while I'm on vacation, then I won't have to take any time off of work, and I'm just going to stay home and cross stitch and work on some quilts and do nothing. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so those are the life updates of Nancy. Let me grab something really quick. Okay, so last week I showed you the, one more thing, this quilt that I'm making. I don't know if you can see it. And it started last Monday because we're doing a block up a week, and it started last Monday. And this is mine. Now, this is my design board, and I just have it laying on there because I am waiting for a certain ruler that I want to get, and the ruler is 10.5 inches by 10.5 inches. And so if I put it on there, then I can make sure my pieces, because this background fabric is not 10.5 inches. So I want to lay it on there and make sure that I get it in the right placement before I start stitching it down. But this is the first block. A new block did come out today, and so I plan on working on it this week, and hopefully by the end of my staycation I should have 3 blocks completely done. So anyway, so that's an update on that. Okay, so the only finish I have is, and I don't have the pattern with me, is the Blackbird design that I was working on as a tribute to my mom, and I did get that finished. This is in their anniversary series, and I love how this turned out. I love the colors in it. I don't know how well these colors are showing up, but they're more of a peachy rust color than a pink, which the chart or the picture on the pattern looked like it was pink, different colors of pinks, and mine is not. So, and I just used all DMC, and this is just on a random piece of 14 count Aida that I coffee and tea dyed. So that is my only finish other than the one I made for the coworker. So those are my 2 finishes. Okay, so my whips. This is what I have been working on this week. This is my hands-on design, and it's Tree Farm. And I am using all DMC floss. And this is mine. This is where I'm at. I did add the red into it. I'm going to randomly add red into it because I want it to look very Christmassy. So, and that is where I'm at. I have actually been keeping this. This was my purse project, and I used to keep it in my purse, but I've been keeping it by my bed, and so at night when I go to bed, I'll put a thread or 2 in it. So it's coming along nicely because I'd really like to get these done. So that is one thing I've been working on. The next thing I have been working on is by Clarisse Pillar, and it's September, and I have been doing this one. I don't know if that's, there we go. And I've been working on this one, and I'm just about done, or I'm getting closer to being done. So that is where I'm at right now. So I just have, there's 2 deer here, and then I have, there's a dog and a couple of rabbits right here on the bottom, and that will be done. So when I finish this one, I am going to skip over October and work on November. So, and I have an idea of how I'm going to finish this. I just need to get to a Hobby Lobby. Then I can finish it. I can start finishing them as I'm stitching, when I get done stitching them. So anyway, so that is whip number 2. And whip number 3 is the shepherd's bush stocking. I don't have a picture of it, but it is called Charles's stocking. And this is where I'm at on it. So it's coming along nicely. On the top, I did add the extra border, like I have been. And then down here on the bottom, I added, I don't know, these are like banners, I think. So I added an extra banner in this little thing here. And then I've added, I'm working on this bottom border right now, and I've added a couple of, I think all this right here is extra that I've added. And then I think because there's so much left on the bottom, I'm going to add another, some kind of a border down there at the bottom. But that's where I'm at. I'm just about done with this one, and then I will get to start on another one. This will be number 7. This, I was doing one a month, not anymore. I hope I have this done by the end of August. So it's taking me July and August to get this one finished. But then I'll get started on another one in the first part of September. And that's all my whips. Like I said, I kind of did some exclusive stitching on that gift, and so I haven't done a whole lot on anything else. So that's it. That's all I have for you today. Oh, the drawing. I guess I have one more thing. The whole purpose of this whole video was the drawing, and I about forgot it. Okay, so I've already drawn the names. I put them in the random number generator, and I drew the names. So I will announce them here, and then I will go back onto my last video and comment on your comment if you for the winners. So if you're a winner, I will comment on your comment so that you can email me your address, and I will get these into the mail this week. So the first one was the Shepherd's Bush Love. And the winner for this one is Claire Campbell. Claire Campbell. Right there. I had 10 people enter. Claire Campbell, you are the winner, sorry. And the next one was for Christmas Eve Bride, which was this one by Needleblings Designs. And the winner of this one is Purple Monkey. Purple Monkey. So if you will, Claire and Purple Monkey, if you will email me your address, and I will get these in the mail to you. I want to say again, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all the comments. I tried to go and answer them all. And the ones I didn't answer, I did go in and like them all and put a little heart on each of them, because I really appreciate all your comments. Some of them I did answer, some of them I didn't. Unless I can get on my computer and do it, it's really hard for me to answer. But I can go in on the comments on my phone, and I can like them all. So anyway, I just appreciate all my viewers, and not sure when I'll be back again. Maybe in a month, I'm hoping, but we'll see. So everybody have a great week. Have a happy and safe Labor Day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.